Hour recording.
Hooray.
That's excessive.
Yeah.
That's like alcohol poisoning.
All right, we're recording.
Okay.
Not yet. All right. Did everybody get the draft warrant articles?
He got them. I looked
I
at them.
printed them all out and everything,
And these are, I incorporated the latest that I had received back from the town attorneys.
Oh, so
They're here.
Okay.
Wow.
Excellent.
So professional.
oh, yay! Oh, they're right here. Duh. Okay.
yeah, but my notes aren't on those.
It's been a long day.
Notes up here.
Oh, sure.
It's been a long day.
So, Madam Chairman,
Yes.
may I continue? on
Yes,
with this?
please.
Okay. So we have warrant article 2, which is the growth management ordinance. Per the town attorney, that has to be on a ballot with the election of the officers.
Okay.
There are many things. When we went to the official election, and we separated the meeting where we did the election of the officers, and then we did everything else at the meeting, there were things that needed to be done in this manner. And
This is one of them.
this is one of them. So I've spoken with the chairman of the planning board, and we're putting together a way that you can get the information on the growth management ordinance. There'll be copies of the growth management ordinance here. He's thinking perhaps a small little kiosk or he's going to do like maybe something where he's just going to record something quickly that just explains it very easily, and people can come in and get a link on their phone so they can just have a brief summary of what it's all about before they actually have to vote on it.
It's frustrating because we can't tell everybody, explain it in the meeting to them, and they
Right.
vote on it before the meeting. So we,
Yeah, there's not that question and answer period.
and I know some people are going to be, excuse me for lack of a better term, ignorant to it, and they'll vote no on it because they don't understand it.
Right.
What you might want to try and do is a PowerPoint that has like somebody asking a question and somebody answering a question and pointing it out and things like that that can just scroll through but be 10, 15 minutes. Here's Carl.
Wow, I put you through 6:30.
6.
Oh,
shoot. You're fine.
You're okay. You're
We just elected you to every position, so you're all set.
Welcome.
So that is the reasoning for that now being on warrant article 2. And any suggestions that anybody has, like a PowerPoint, anything we can record and put together, again, Jim's thinking perhaps a QR code as people come in. If they don't get the information they need at the door, they can put it on their phone and look at it before they go to vote. We'll have people from the planning board here.
You don't think most people have already made up their mind about this, though?
No.
No,
I
and
think most
think
people
they
don't even know
mean-
what it is.
They don't even know what it
They don't.
means.
Yeah, how many people did we have when we had the hearing on it?
6.
Yeah.
And then how many more have been going?
Mhm.
That's one.
I don't even have a count on
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
that's
So this is unfortunate, but as we've all discussed, in doing everything per statute, this is what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to just get the information out there. The other thing that they want to know is the growth management ordinance is what they've asked for. This is what we've done. And then it is hand in hand with the CIP, which they'll see on the warrant. And then the CIP on the warrant will have a little sentence that says, if you didn't pass the growth management by ballot vote, this is null and void.
And a
that's
waste
gonna
of
have to-
time.
That's something I'll have to address at the town meeting.
At the town meeting. So that's what we've got for warrant article 2. Warrant article 3 is our general operations
Yep.
for the budget. And 4 is the repair and maintenance of cemeteries. I didn't change any of our typical warrant articles. Those were all the same.
One question though on warrant article 5. Don't we have a different cost now for our 5-year valuation?
Yes,
We went up to 5,000.
we went up to,
15.
It had been 5,000.
it's
Yes,
15.
It's 15.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so,
yes,
So
Yeah,
these,
it took
I
a big
have
hit.
these. Pass those out.
yeah, because we did a multiplication, we get it down to
Yeah, because we didn't know if it was divided by 4 or divided by 5.
just divided by
By 5.
which would have been nearer
Okay,
12,000.
so that should
right?
be changed to 15,000.
okay,
15.
so you've already got 21,000.
I won't watch
I'm not
it.
talking to you guys anymore.
Okay, so for the town revaluation, not 55,000.
Oh my God, I'm taking this off of watching me.
Okay, anyway, the capital reserve fund has 21,551 in it. So you're gonna add 15,000 for calendar year 26, 27, 28, and 29, so you can have 30, 60, you'll have 81,000 in there.
EU math. And we need, what is it, 50? What is the contract? 50 something?
Yeah.
I thought it was
we could-
12,000 we were shooting for, because you divided by 5.
12, 5, I think it was 60,000.
But if we have,
For-
yeah,
Yeah, because you got to put the 5,000 in even the year that you're having the valuation.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
correct.
so that's the reason why.
All right, so we can bump that down then. We can,
We can make it 12,000.
Or 12,500 or whatever it is. You know, what it should be.
okay, so
So it
can you
was-
do that math again?
Well,
Sorry.
Try.
12 times 5 is 60,000, and it's under 60,000.
Okay.
And you've got 21,500 there now, so you've got a little cushion to work with.
So I
So,
would say
but we've already
12,000.
paid for the
revaluation.
For the
we've
reval.
already paid.
Yeah, this is after
So-
paying for that,
So 12,000 should be more than enough.
That's good.
cover.
All right.
so
Yeah?
60,000, so you'll be up to 81,000 in 2030. Because that'll be five deposits.
Yeah.
But then in 2030, you'll take out, how much is it? 55?
Only 25.
But you'll still leave you 26,000. Now, are you gonna be paying 5,000 each year for ongoing work?
You know, we'll double check that. I'm gonna double check that because the contract got changed with the utility.
Right.
So before we're set on the 12,000 or 12,500, let me double check the
And on
contract.
top of that, we also have somebody doing any money that's going to the reval, to the person running some of our health work is going to be done here, which is going to be cheaper.
Yep.
So the proposed
That's
is gonna
outgoing.
change from 18 to 15 on the budget?
Well, no, it's 15 now. It might change to 12,
Oh,
but Kim's gonna
okay.
make
Oh, I'm
sure.
putting
It
down
should
here
be
for
12.
one.
Yeah.
And that still gives us a cushion.
I got you.
Yeah, let me just double check the contract. All right. Then the next one is the road paving, warrant article 6.
40,000.
I strongly recommend that you
Yep.
bump that to 80,000
I
because of,
I agree, but somebody needs to make a motion from the floor.
well, I would do that. Oh, this is already written?
No.
This is,
No,
No,
This
no,
is our
this
working
we're
meeting.
This is
Yes,
our working
we're
meeting.
Well, I'm
deciding
just
this
saying,
now.
I would strongly,
Okay.
the
so-
purpose of doing, when I created the CRF was to create enough money so we don't have to take a loan out. So the higher we get this up, we may have emergencies, but if you have 60 or 80,000 in the till, and you have to pave a road, maybe you have to raise 80 or 100,000 to pave a road versus taking a loan, because loans are killing, and they're not very good. So if you get up between $50,000 and $100,000 in your, so next year you want to pave something, you've got something there to work with. So, and we're already going to have an emergency problem with
Boulder Vale.
Boulder Vale.
Why is that?
because it wasn't done right the first time. Let's
The
not go
dip
down
is
that
too
road.
The
but
approach
I guess.
is,
It was not fixed appropriately
we have
like we
to
thought it
fix
was
that.
going to be.
and with the settling, it's only gotten worse.
Yeah.
And it's gonna probably look worse now with the frost heaves.
Oh, well, who knows, but it's
Yep.
not good either way.
Yeah.
So that has already, you're looking at 20, 30,000. And the higher we get the whole thing, if you have an emergency, even if you do a shim, you might be able to get away without having to get a loan. That's the whole point. So the higher you go, under 100,000, you want to have something in the till. So the following year, you can do some more. I'm sure there's some paving jobs on the.
I would be a bit surprised.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying,
There's
because
always
if you don't start building the till up.
Yep.
If you try to keep it flat, then we don't have to have a loan, which is not gonna help us.
What do we have in that? Sierra?
40,000.
We already have 40.
Right, I know, but you're
Okay.
gonna lose 10 or 20 at
I
least.
agree with you in theory. However, we've just gone through a revale. We've kept the tax rate very low.
If you want to add 80,000 to it, you're almost adding $1 on the tax rate.
You're adding 80 cents.
Right,
So we got the 40,000 last year.
I say 50. I thought we were gonna bump it.
I think we could.
And I
ask
know
for
that's not
50.
enough. It's
I-
never
it's
gonna be
not-
enough
I
because
know,
it's paving.
but I'll
But-
agree to anything, but I think you bump it as high as you think you can push it. Because every year you get to that point, when you
And-
have to pave, at least you don't have to go get a loan.
Every year materials get more,
More
so I
expensive.
think we can say that we went up to the 50,000 because of the cost of materials.
I don't have, I'm not gonna argue with that, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
Carl.
yeah.
One aspect that I want to look at from the budget committee
No.
point of view is getting with
Mitchell.
Mitchell, pardon me, once he gets a chance to settle in and figure things
And
out.
not fight ice.
I see him
That's
every other
crazy.
day, so.
Well, right now, he's in the catch-up mode and just trying
yeah.
to keep up with keeping
Yeah.
the road well sanded and
Oh, yeah.
plowed.
He's
and
doing a
stuff.
great job.
He
He's
really
doing a
is.
great job.
Along with his partner.
Yes,
Yes.
Steve.
So, I already told him that, the budget committee wanted to work with him.
Correct.
to
I
help
told him the
to
same
get
thing,
some-
and we just he had an issue today with trying to get the box. He had to charge $9.99, and he put the rest of it on his own account,
Oh,
just to let you know.
he's still having issues with that? I was dealing with it last night.
Blanked out, it would not give
Oh.
him more than $9.99, so he put the rest of it on his debit card, just letting you know, Melissa.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it all together.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be whatever, 2,500 or whatever it was, that you guys approved, which I don't have a problem with. They said, just get it all together and put it in Melissa's box.
Yes.
Not his.
Not his own.
I know, well, he didn't understand, he goes, oh, it's a mailbox. Okay, so I said, we just gotta work on the little details. So-
Yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah.
So he's all set with that, and I said, I didn't have a problem, I just tried to help him out.
Okay. So
So-
6 is gonna be for 50?
50.
I would strongly recommend that in a minimum, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe while we're talking about it, somebody will say, oh yeah, we should do.
Well, somebody can always bump it up at the town meeting or try,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
one of the things we will want to try to have at town meeting is kind of a total of both the regular budget and the accumulation of all the warrant articles. Right.
Right there.
Yep.
Can I go
Because
back?
That's what a lot of
Did we
people
miss
do.
one back before? We went by one, I thought.
Nope.
Cemetery?
Cemeteries is
No, I thought there was
standard.
one missing.
We're not
Okay.
done.
We're
Oh,
not.
no, no, I thought I missed one.
Nope.
No.
You didn't take a nap.
All right.
Okay.
Now, before we get too far with paving, the Sawyer Fund has a nice balance that you could potentially reach out to the Sawyer Fund with a request, like we did last year for the gravel, which we never used.
Nope.
No,
But I think, now I have to, Kim might know better than I do. Does that approval still carry over until it gets used from the Sawyer Fund?
the annual has to go back.
It has to go back.
You have to take it back and then have to resubmit whatever, and be thankful you don't lose anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because it was never, it was
Right.
never.
Yeah,
never
But no, it has to
distributed.
be reappointed or
Yeah.
whatever,
Then
whatever
I-
you wanna do with it,
And
you
I
got
would,
it back.
I would suggest gravel or paving, or both.
I would,
I can,
we put money aside for gravel.
We
I
do.
would-
We have gravel and paving.
you know.
now, remember, last year we put aside 50 for capital reserve for gravel,
And 50,
50 from the Sawyer fund for
right.
gravel.
But we didn't use the.
Oh, we
solar
never
system.
used-
Didn't use either one, really.
No, well, whatever, I don't know, well, you never use the CRF.
No.
But the CRF, that's
shouldn't-
separate, that
That's-
should
that
not
still
go
stays in
back
the
into
town.
that
No,
should
no, that
stay.
Yeah,
stays.
just
That
stays,
stays.
there
That-
has to
So that was the additional that we asked for Cash Street.
That was paved, the paved part.
That was the paved part.
So we asked for it out of the road paving.
Yes.
Okay.
You stole the money out of the paving one. Correct.
Didn't steal.
For the
Well,
sides,
No,
for the,
Yeah.
that
The-
came
For
from
the
the
shoulder
paving.
work.
The
Right.
ultimate
Well,
cost
yeah.
came in higher than what had been put into the warrant. Therefore, we looked to the paving capital reserve fund. That was,
A
it's
paved
it's
road.
appropriate thing. It's paving, part of the paving.
But I think that there is a because that 50,000 approved from the Sawyer fund just stays in the
Back.
Sawyer fund. If
Right.
that's
Goes
null
back.
and void now.
Right, yep.
We can redo some for gravel and some for paving
So,
from the Sawyer fund.
So
Wouldn't
for
be a
the-
bad idea, 50-50.
I'm thinking like 30,
Well,
30,
25,
30,
25,
yeah,
I
or
mean.
something, yeah.
yeah, or
So-
if we did 40,
20. So if you wanted to, you could say, to see if the town will raise and appropriate $60,000 for the road paving, 40,000 to be
Yeah.
added, and then 20 from the
Sawyer fund.
Sawyer fund, and the same with the
Question.
gravel, right?
Question. Do we have a paving project necessary for next year?
No, it
Not
doesn't have to be
scheduled.
specific.
Yeah, but
No.
I'm saying it doesn't do any good to do the Sawyer fund if you're gonna do that because it'll all disappear back in.
No, not if we put it into the capital reserve
Oh, if you're
fund.
gonna put it into the capital reserve,
We're
okay.
gonna change the warrant article to say $60,000, 40,000 to come from
Taxes
taxation,
and 20 from
20,000 to come from the interest of the Sawyer fund.
Okay, if it's gonna go into
And
that
it's gonna
fund.
go into that
Okay,
fund.
that's
and
okay.
sit
I'm
there
just-
and
yeah.
wait.
Okay, so
You
let's
won't lose
change.
it.
No, I'm just trying to make it easier. to
Hang on.
understand.
Nope, I
Don't think
can't-
you can.
I can't move money to the general fund unless it's a reimbursement for an actual expense.
so
That's-
can we, when we request funds from it, how do we make sure we're requesting the funds from the Sawyer fund?
You give me a bill for $40,000 or $20,000 and say, here's a reimbursement for expended funds for $20,000 to be reimbursed from the Sawyer fund.
From the Sawyer fund?
Yeah.
Not from Article 6?
Right. Let's find the article from last year that was just from the Sawyer fund. We all pull out our books.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
Oh, this is school, not school.
Uh,
So that was for the,
Sand,
It was Article 13.
for sand.
so
Gravel.
to see if the town will raise and appropriate the sum of $50,000 for the town gravel road repair and maintenance. The funds to support this article are to be removed from the interest earned in the Henry J. Sawyer Memorial Fund and the Ruger Memorial Fund.
Yep. Except you want to change it to paving or whatever.
So right now, is there anything in the gravel road repair and maintenance fund?
The capital reserve fund?
Correct.
Yes,
There's 50,000 that was approved last year.
that's what we did, that's what
We
we
didn't
got, it.
use
the town put
anything.
in it,
Yeah.
not what the Sawyer fund
The
did.
the
That
town,
is that's null and void
That's
now.
Article
What
10.
Yours is null and
We-
void.
Article
Sawyer
10
fund.
was
Article 10
established.
was, we were establishing it. And
So
then-
we still
okay.
have that
Okay,
50,000
yeah,
in there.
that's still there.
perfect.
Awesome.
Right.
We'll
I know we
spend
didn't
all
use
of
it.
that on one road.
Oh,
In a
easily.
capital reserve fund, if you don't use it, it still stays there.
Stays there
Right.
till,
If it's
you
raised
just,
from taxation.
yeah,
But not from the Sawyer fund.
Right.
No,
right, no.
That goes back.
So Article 6 is gonna read 40 from taxation, 20 from the Sawyer Fund.
I think
No.
what Susan
Let's
is
do it two
saying, it
separate
has
ones.
to be
Two
separate.
separate
Yeah.
warrants.
Oh,
So we have to do 40,000, or we can say 50,000
Yep.
from
If nothing
taxation
else,
and 20,000 or
That
whatever.
20,000 could definitely be used for patchwork or for Boulder Vale.
Yep.
That's the way I'm looking at it,
Mhm.
because you actually have something we have to fix.
Mhm.
And the other ones could be a patch job, a shim job, so we might have some other
Now-
problems, but not.
I can't promise this because I still have to reach
No,
out to the trustees
No,
to get approval for this.
well,
Okay.
Which means a quick meeting, but that's,
no.
shouldn't be hard to do.
So we would do two separate warrant articles to do 20,000 each from the interest to add to the road paving and the gravel paving on top of what we're going to ask to be raised for taxation.
Thank you, that's
The-
good explaining.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I got out of it.
Yep.
Because there's no sense of putting too much into the paving, because if we're not having a paving.
Right,
Yep.
but it makes sense to divide it out so people can understand that the money's coming from the Sawyer Fund, which doesn't impact taxes.
Yes.
They'll vote for it, no problem,
Right.
most likely.
Well,
Yes.
one would assume.
Yep.
Right. Well, we're getting the benefit without
Without anything.
Without paying taxes.
paying
for it.
taxes for it.
Like
So
that.
I'm not sure where you want to put
But
that.
that's what that's why you have the reserve funds, so that
Right.
it doesn't.
And,
I got it. I
okay.
will add it and send it back to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it would be gravel. It would be 20K from Sawyer.
And paving will be 20K from Sawyer.
I just arbitrarily made them 7 and 8.
And then we have the CRF for the, so wait a minute, before we go, we all are in agreement with the gravel and paving and the, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're
So
on,
I
not
almost
gonna get
think
greedy.
where's the gravel?
Right there, 10.
we wanna probably
Put
put
them
that,
together.
put them together. So we'll move that up with the paving.
So 10 is now going to be 7.
Yeah, I'll remember them.
Yeah.
10 will be now.
And you want to do,
7.
you want to have
7,
it
okay.
50,000 for the
Do
gravel?
we want to keep it at 50?
I think so.
Well, the thing is, the whole idea was to start putting gravel on the roads, and it was gonna
Right.
cost us a significant amount
Yep.
each year,
Right. To try to do at least one road a year,
Because it's bringing it up to,
up to normal standard.
and then we can reduce the cost after
Yeah.
a few years. That's the whole point.
Because it hasn't been done
For years.
Okay.
We're battling decades.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yep.
So we'll keep that at 50.
Yep.
The people are gonna ask lots of questions,
Yep.
and that's where I'm gonna have to do my best to keep them on track of what it is and which one they're going for.
7.
Well, as long as you understand and you can agree with it, that's half the battle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
from taxation, okay. So we've got road paving from taxation, 50,000. Road paving, 20K from the Sawyer.
Yes.
Gravel from taxation, 50K, and gravel, 20K from Sawyer.
And it might get done this year, actually,
Well,
at least partly.
the beauty of it is you can explain that you're not getting all hit with all of it from taxes.
Right. And we may not use all of the 100,000 and all that stuff. You try to do one road, next year it carries over, and that's what you try
And
to
that's
do.
what you keep doing. And
Instead of getting a loan for
if we
500,000.
get the growth management and the capital improvements plan done and approved and voted on, then they'll actually see it in the capital improvements plan, what the priorities are and how it's going to be done. So. All right, warrant article 7, which is the CRF for the town vehicles.
50.
How much is in that one?
The
Do you
two
know?
town trucks, right?
Town
The big
vehicles
dump
and
trucks.
equipment, we currently have $111,000.
Right, and we have a payment that needs to be made of
So-
On the backhoe.
25?
No, they're,
25, 350,
368.
368.
plus we have the trucks, right?
No, I think
We didn't get the truck.
We
they're,
didn't order
they're
the
both
truck.
paid for.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, we didn't get the big truck, the new one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, but if we slap this money in there, then we might have enough
to get
for
the,
this medium size.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have way more. We have, that's 8,500 installed
oh,
for a sander. It's
For
not
a
a
good,
big deal.
real,
A
yeah.
real one,
Did
yeah.
you get stainless? Did we
No.
get one for the one time?
We have not gotten it yet because we
Okay.
haven't gotten approval for it.
Oh,
I didn't want
Whether you
to.
go
Yep.
plastic or stainless or whatever you want to do.
It's the polycaster, just like the ones we use at Briar Patch. They're awesome, and
Yeah.
I've used mine I've had mine for 3 years, and it's just set it in and plug it in and go.
Okay, so we want to
Yay.
keep it at 50.
Yep.
I don't need to. We
No.
just need to.
Zero.
Yeah, we do have a meeting after us,
Yeah.
right?
So then warrant article 8, everything's been crossed out,
So we
because
can-
we're not gonna do it by taxation. No, you want the, you
You
want
want to
the,
leave this.
yeah, you wanna leave that.
That's the right wording from the lawyer.
To see if the town will vote to raise the appropriate sum of $4,000. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So to see what I got back from the lawyer, and I included all of the emails and
Yeah.
everything else from the lawyer, to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of up to $4,000. So it's up to $4,000, because we were waffling on, it's approximately 350 permits that are
Has been.
sold or has been,
Yeah.
and then the amount we were gonna take to be added to the transfer station capital reserve fund, which was previously established, with the said funds to come from $15 out of each $20 fee collected by the town for the primary transfer station residential use permits. No amount to be raised from taxation.
When would that be effective?
Immediately. So from January forward.
Because we already
We started the new.
The 20.
I would
started the new
suggest-
permits.
I would suggest that we add a line in there, hopefully with the lawyer's permission. This, the collection of that fee is effective as of January.
Retroactively.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I will send that, fee retro.
That's the complicated part about trying to do this last
Active.
year.
I don't know if that'll fly or not, because
Let's-
basically, I understand what you're saying, what your consideration is.
Well, we can do what we did last year with the,
Payroll.
with the conservation fund, effective April 1st.
Oh, yes. But there was no,
But
but there was no fee.
most people will already have their tags by April 1st.
Yeah, they have to basically.
So it won't.
They've
be
already got their
anywhere near
tags for the first of the
$4,000.
year.
Yeah, but we're probably better off going with that future date than trying to get it backdated. Because you can't go back.
I don't think you can say.
Oh,
I don't
I
think
see
we-
what you're saying. After the
You're
voting
voting
day.
on it
Fact,
after
yeah.
the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I see.
Even though,
It doesn't make any difference technically to us from the financial standpoint. So you dated April 1st after the town meeting, and it doesn't make any difference.
I will
See
ask
what
her, I will
I understand what
explain to
you're- yeah.
her that our fiscal year is January 1st to December 31st, and we've already started the fee, and how can we explain that in the warrant
Yeah.
article?
There you go.
because when when the town votes on the budget, we're already using the budget
Yeah.
that they
Yeah,
have
correct.
approved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. But we just have to get it worded. Lawyerly.
Yeah.
Lawyer does.
Lawyerly.
I will make sure that she understands that and ask if it needs to be in the warrant article, or if because it's part of a budget thing, it's already in the budget. But,
Thanks,
yeah.
Kim.
Thank you.
The CRF for bridges, I don't think it's the same $5,000 for bridges.
We currently have 52, almost 53,000 in there.
My question is, when's the next bridge due, or is there a yellow?
Any day now.
That's something that Mitchell's gonna have to help us figure out.
Well, usually you're getting the reports from the state.
Well, yes, there's been reports from the state, even on some of the bridges, like the one right by the
Right.
maintenance yard is red flagged or something. There's different levels of red flags, I guess.
Not technically.
Well,
the red
yeah.
flag, you got some
I don't know
years.
if it's all red flag, but there's different levels of what they warn
What you
them
can do to
about.
fix.
Yeah, so we
That's
need to
gonna be a
find out
nightmare.
from somebody that's an expert at finding out what we're supposed to be working towards and when we have to get it done.
So that fee should be collected just to pay for the engineering you need from the state. The rest of it can be provided. State pays for all the other fees.
Well, they pay some.
They
Yeah.
pay. You pay for the.
Do you want to make it 10,000 then, instead of 5?
I don't think so,
Where you
because
at
don't
now?
we get money from the state every year
We
too?
get
A block
ro-
grant?
Yeah,
a
the
block
block
grant
grant.
for roads.
Not for the stat. Not for that.
Sometimes they give a separate block grant for bridges. And that's
I
how we
have seen
paid for
that.
the one up on Brighton.
Yep.
But
Part of it.
normally, the town pays for the engineering fee for that kind of a project state would pay for the contractor's fee for that. So you're looking at 100-something thousand for the engineering fee
And what
to
do we
do a
have?
project like that.
We've got
And don't they require wetlands, all that, because
No,
they
no,
did for
that's all
Brighton?
state deals with
fifty-two
that.
thousand.
We had to do that for Brighton.
That's, you were, that's a
It was a
small difference.
huge bill for that.
Yeah.
Because it didn't get done and they added extra fees.
Yeah.
Well, then there was additional washout on top of it.
Correct.
So,
Okay, onward.
Do you want to change that, or you gonna leave it at 5? I mean, I didn't
I
care.
like it.
I don't have a problem until you get panic
We're,
mode.
we're gonna need to have some conversations on that so we can have some information. I'm not gonna send Russell up there to talk to people when they're gonna wanna know, why are you upping it to $15,000-$25,000? And having everybody go,
Why?
because we need more money in the fund, that's not a good reason.
just adding a small amount at a
And
time.
and the town
Because we're
usually
gonna hit-
gets a copy of the state report.
I can get a copy of it.
Yeah.
All I have to do is go on to DOT. I can give us all of our red listed bridges and when
Or
they're
all the
allowed-
bridges,
yes.
how they are listed.
Absolutely, we
Yeah.
can have all of that, but I really think we need to have a further discussion on that. It's up to
So,
everybody
11.
else. Yeah, 11.
Oh, that one
That's
doesn't
not-
change.
Yeah.
That's a straightforward.
You
Yeah.
can't change that unless you want
Yeah.
to get rid of it.
How much
No.
longer do
11
we
is the
have
backhoe.
on that?
Yeah,
Is-
A couple years.
Okay, so that's,
Yeah.
keeps going.
yeah, it's about halfway through.
All right.
So 12?
Yep, town office building and equipment
15.
is what we've been doing.
That's what the
Can I ask,
budget committee has recommended.
Russell, what's cooking? Anything special?
Well, I think we're gonna need to have some new equipment for the highway department.
No,
No,
this
no,
is
no,
town
no, no.
clerk.
This is
Town
town
office.
office.
Oh, that's just town clerk.
That's what I'm asking.
So there's
Oh, this-
electrical, there's plumbing, there's,
Structure?
We have a
Structure,
couple of
painting.
things on the windows. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
Yep.
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 You said enough. That's enough. You don't need a big
That's
bill, but
gone.
that's enough.
No, you wanna know that, yes, there's something behind while we're asking.
Well, I
Yeah,
just want to
and
know
that's
what
reasonable.
Yeah, you're in the ballpark, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's, well, there's, rot.
The one thing that we're gonna have to figure out this year is when we need to paint this building,
Yeah.
cause that's gonna be expensive.
That's a different thing. Yeah. That's why I asked. Let's just not throw a number up there to add up.
No,
to-
no.
Okay, so the acceptance of electronic payments. So per RSA 80:52 little c, it states, and I showed that to Paul, I don't know, that the governing body is the one that is the deciding factor. And the governing body is the Board of Selectmen, not the town, that's the legislative body. So I'm going to leave that in there because I gather there's been some back and forth. Oh, here it is. The governing body may authorize the municipality's treasurer or other appropriate municipal official to accept payments of local taxes, blah, 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 and other stuff. So RSA 21:48 explains the governing body, which is the Board of Selectmen. RSA 21:47 is the legislative body, that's town meeting.
Can you repeat those? And I want to put that right in there. Oh, it's up here. Never mind.
Yep,
Never
right
mind.
there.
Never mind. It just
I have an email into NHMA
okay,
for clarity.
there's
And
also,
look, this article's more for information so that people can understand it.
do you mind if I move it down?
You go right ahead.
I feel like I want to keep all the money
Yes,
ones together.
Yep,
this is a non-money.
This is a non-money.
it's not
but-
money.
You guys need to understand that there's been a lawsuit, it's been going on for 20 years, between Visa, MasterCard, and the world. And hasn't been finalized yet, but I work on the treasurer for the Grafton County Fish and Game, and we have been told,
No, I'm just listening, we can't wait.
yeah, okay, we've been told by Mascoma Bank that by the end of February, we have to have a new machine because we can no longer assess a convenience fee, processing fee, or anything for debit cards.
Oh, okay.
If they come in and pay $100, that's the most that can be taken out.
That's
of-
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Just go in
which
the
is
mail.
fine, because it's like writing a check.
Yeah.
The
Right.
check doesn't, you don't have
Yeah.
to pay. But what happens is there's still a fee assessed to us.
$3 or whatever it is.
It's $1, 1 point, for ours, it'd be $1, 1.25% plus 25 cents per transaction.
Right.
So we are electing as a club to no longer accept debit cards, period.
Just
Just credit card.
Just credit cards. So,
That's just.
but this means that if somebody comes in here with a debit card and pays a $10,000 tax bill.
Yep.
Which
We're
is,
gonna lose money.
You're not gonna make any.
It costs
No.
us.
No, that's gonna,
Yeah.
It could be
the
a
town's
product.
gonna have to pay that fee.
Yeah, we don't wanna pay the fee needs to be passed on, or we do the same thing.
You can't
So
pass it
that's-
on. That's what she's saying.
Passed on to, that's a credit card, so we're gonna have to have another conversation with the town clerk about that.
Credit card only.
Yeah, credit card only.
No, debit card.
no,
No,
Credit
credit
card.
card.
Oh, I'm
only.
saying credit card
Yeah.
only.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
why I wanted to bring that up.
No, good.
Aren't most debit cards credit cards also?
You
Yes.
can use them
I
as
don't
either
have
way. Thank
one.
God.
Use them
'cause-
either way, but if it's processed as a debit card, the place accepting the money gets hit with the fee,
Yeah.
whatever that fee is. I know what ours is for Mascoma Bank, and we're just gonna deal with it if one slips through. Because the machines cannot be set up to refuse a debit card.
No, they cannot. So I will have further discussion on this, because again, I think I'm going to get the answer back that the Board of Selectmen can go ahead and do this as a procedural change. And then we'll have to find out about the debit cards. So thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the RSA is pretty clear
Yeah.
that you have the authority.
Yeah, it's us. We're the governing body, so.
Yep.
Establish a highway department building CRF.
Mhm.
Okay.
20,000 to be placed in this fund.
So
For
this is a new
planning,
fund.
design,
New fund.
building, ongoing maintenance.
Yep.
Of the building.
For miscellaneous whatever, instead of trying to figure out how we're gonna scrounge up something to fix a door or,
Would this,
or try to plan the next year ahead,
would
we
this,
need to have a fund that can miscellaneous small or items.
would the storage shed for the sand and salt be covered under this?
Yes.
It's part
It's-
of the
it's-
highway
It would be the
department.
highway department.
What if you needed so I also think that this would cover maybe another storage shed for a different type of the chippy gravel or,
Yeah.
another mixture.
Putting the sanders under cover?
Yes, or if they have to repair the town
Something.
resident
Shed.
shed
Yeah.
for any reason.
Something.
Anything dealing with the highway department,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Building, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Highway.
I think that's fair.
buildings.
Yep.
I like it.
Now, just to let, now, I talked to him extensively. We're looking at probably spending at least 5,000 of that before we can get too far because of all his small stuff. So we're down to about 15,000, just to let you know.
Do you want to make it 25?
Well, that was gonna be my suggestion.
So I also talked to him and he said he did like his honey-do list of everything.
And he
that-
knows it's gonna be progressive.
Correct. He knows that it's not necessarily
It's not
all gonna go through
crucial.
this year.
But he also doesn't know, I mean, we've had complaints before from Joe and Joe Junior about the garage doors, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. That's not gonna be a cheap adventure.
No.
So
Those are-
I don't know, but we're gonna lose 5,000 just on some of his smaller miscellaneous
Mhm.
stuff right off the bat.
Up it to 25?
That would be
I think
my
so.
suggestion. Not to boom it, but just to cushion
Just a
what we're
little bit.
already, we have a handful of stuff. Just to let you know, I fixed up his kitchen.
Thank
He's
you.
all set up.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
good.
gonna be-
Refrigerator, new microwave, new coffee pot. He's happy. He's
So
gonna get a-
25.
He's gonna get a water container, which he says about every 2 months he's gonna get a bottle.
Yeah.
So
I
that's-
have a bubbler. I have the bottom of a bubbler, so,
Give him a quick jingle.
Yeah.
Because he says, I'll go buy one.
no, I
Give him a quick jingle tonight because he's.
You do that. I
I
don't
don't
have
even
a
have
stuff.
phone.
Well, somebody do that has
What?
it. I have a bubbler. So all he has to do
Oh.
is buy the 5-gallon jugs.
He goes by Walmart, he says, where I'm gonna buy it from, I can return it. He says about every 2 months I
I'm
need
just
it.
trying to
Yeah.
think,
That's the easiest way to get good fresh water.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with the water, but it is not great.
You have the bubbler base.
You got it?
As
Taking
Thank you.
care of it right now? Thank you.
The town, I'd like to make a motion, the town accepts the gifts of the bubbler.
Bubbler. Bubbler.
I can't do that.
Bubbler. I love that. All right, 15, fire department. Same as 2 years previously. We put it back into the warrant articles because it was expressed that just having it in the general fund didn't feel right, that we have always asked for the money. And so last year when it got put into the general fund, it didn't feel right.
There was some discussion about that a couple places.
There's good and bad news about that because
Yeah, but
now it's easier to raise the fund or decrease the fund. It's easier.
well, Jason's aware of this, and because he wanted to increase it this year, he didn't tell me how much he wanted it up to. So I'm gonna rattle his cage and get that information real quick to you.
We need it by
Tomorrow.
February 3rd. Warrant articles have to be submitted by February 3rd.
It needs to be done before. I want it done a lot sooner.
I
than
agree.
that.
I agree,
That's why
but
we're
that's
here
2
having
weeks.
this meeting.
That's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
I'll get in touch with him.
Okay.
Man.
We
So
also want to
again,
bug him to get somebody from the fire department to volunteer.
yeah,
On the select board.
Yeah.
And we would love a report.
report for the town.
Some
report.
reason,
For who?
The fire department.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I asked
Yeah.
him for that.
something to justify.
Okay, again, everything that's crossed out was the one that we put in there. She said all she did was make a little clarification, so this is modifying the elderly exemption. Because of the revaluation and properties got assessed at a higher amount. And I included all of the emails back and forth between Evan at Avatar and myself. And he said it's about 85%. So I also gave you a comparison of Sullivan County. So you could see where we were compared to Sullivan County on elderly exemptions. So we're fairly up there when it comes to what we have in our single and married income limit and our single and married asset limit. We're not shabby. So it was just the amount that we actually take off the exempt value.
Correct.
So in going up by the 85%, that's what it is. So for 60 people are 65 to 74, it would go up to 18,000 off of their assessed value. Then 36,000 for those who 75 to 79, and then 55,000 for the elderly people who are over 80.
That makes it closer to what Goshen does,
Yep.
which is a good comparison.
So my thoughts were to put this out here for everybody, and then you can look at what everybody else has, because you might want to bring it up to 20,000, bring it up to 40,000, and bring it up to 60,000 for the elderly exemptions. That's a discussion. That's something to think about. Something we can discuss. That just rounds it off.
And that's
But
off their
this is
tax. That's off their tax.
No, it's not. It's off
off
of
their
their
assessed
assessed value.
value.
So
That's what I
20,
meant.
40,
I
60
didn't-
sounds more logical. It's easier to remember. And
That's what Goshen has.
Yeah.
I don't have a
think
big
that
problem
would
with it
be,
because it's off the value, not off.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not that much
yeah, that's
of
not a
a
lot.
difference.
No.
But it's,
That's why I bring it up, because we're talking
strongly
2,000,
recommend you round it.
4,000, and 5,000. And it's adds just a little bit for the elderly. It's not out of the income. Now, there is a bill, a House bill, that is going through right now to figure out the whole, they're gonna, House bill. We're still over. even if they introduce this House bill in the state and it passes,
So it won't affect us.
It won't
It won't
affect
affect
us.
because
There you go.
we're still over.
Save you.
Yeah, I don't even have to worry about it.
so 2040,
Yeah.
60.
yeah.
And you're good.
Thanks.
And there's electronic payments again, yep.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
pushed
cut
that
and
down.
pasted it.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
then next we have adopting the provisions for the disabled. Now again, I go back to typically what Evan said is that they recommend that everybody go to the 65 limit because as somebody ages out in the disabled, as soon as they turn 65, they go directly into
Elderly.
the elderly. But if you look through Sullivan County and you look through all the rest, I gave you the whole gamut of all the municipalities. Most towns go a little bit under that. Again, that's entirely up to you how you want to do it. If you want to keep them at $18,000 or if you want to put it up to $20,000.
Make it consistent, I put it to 20.
Yep,
Because that's off the valuation.
yeah, it's off the
Not-
evaluation.
That's negligible in the value.
So this is the new language that she said to use, and again, you have to go through some hoops to qualify.
Yeah.
I
Because
think a lot of towns, what they do at first when they start adopting this, because you don't have to adopt the disabled, they go a little bit under to see what the impact is. But that's what I would recommend. All right, so now we get to the keynote. Yay! So per the town attorney, this has to be separate warrant articles. And then as I was looking further into the House bill for Keno, we have to have a public hearing on these.
What?
So when we have our budget meeting,
This
we'll
has
have
to
to
be
have,
brought up.
yeah, this will
The
have to
Keno.
be budget and Keno games and
Where
chance.
can
I
you hold
didn't
it, though? Where can
publicize
you
it as
hold
such, and I can't change
Fire
it.
station.
They could do it if they wanted to as a game, as a charitable game of chance. But let's just say, so this house just sold right over here. Suppose somebody bought it and they wanted to open it as a casino. According to this, they would be able to.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, well, that's why I'm asking the dumb question, because I
Okay.
said, I don't see, you're not a bar or a pub?
You
I
don't
mean,
have to be.
Well, okay.
You don't have to be. According to this House bill, if we don't ask the townspeople what they want to do or not want to do,
Then we're in trouble.
we have nothing in our zoning ordinance that
Decide.
says, and they can go ahead and open up this Keno or games of chance or a casino anywhere in the town.
And someone would do it.
Oh,
So, there you
okay.
go.
You didn't have to.
And it has to be ballot vote.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one other point on this. In the different trainings I've had at New Hampshire Municipal on writing warrants, they don't advise writing it this way, because your yes vote is in favor of prohibiting.
Yes.
Ah.
It should be.
yes, you can.
And no, you can't.
It'll eliminate
Confusion.
most of the
Well, we can't, it's
Yeah.
difficult to read,
Tony did that
absolutely.
backwards.
Yes,
So
we
she
went through
knows
that.
she
A
said
yes
that.
means
Keep
no.
it-
A
keep it
no
simple,
means yes.
stupid.
So.
Yeah. Yes is yes, no is no.
I gave you the warrant from this was from the lawyer,
Yep.
and she says that in her email, that it is wordy and it's wrong and it's backwards. But that's the way that it has to be, because this allows games unless you vote no.
No.
A no vote signifies a voter is in favor of allowing.
Because this automatically allows people to have the games of chance in Keno, unless the people vote. Shall we prohibit them?
Yes.
Says that we are in favor of prohibiting them. If you vote no, then you're
Backwards.
allowing.
So that's gonna be a ballot vote at
Town
town
meeting.
meeting.
And hopefully it'll be well explained, senior.
Oh, he's good at that.
Oh,
Yes.
We don't
Yes
want
means
this.
no and no means yes.
I'm sure there's gonna be lots of questions on it.
But I don't think you're gonna have, if you explain it correctly, that the people will vote the correct way, because I can't see anybody.
Or there's just
Enough
people that are
want
gonna leave
do
it blank.
I mean,
They
yeah,
won't.
They just won't come up and get their
yeah.
thing and tear it in half and.
I mean, people can go downtown or wherever else you wanna go. Why
They can
do
go
it?
to Lebanon,
Lebanon.
they
Yeah.
can go to Newport, has one already that opened up,
Where?
Salt Hill Pub.
Salt.
Salt Hill
Salt
Pub.
Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
been
we
there
were
for
doing
what?
Keno.
Been
I
there
don't
for
get
a
out.
year.
I don't get out.
Years and years and
Been
years.
there for a year.
I don't get out.
Road trip.
Newport, woo, 4 miles.
Oh, man, too far away.
Okay, so,
It is.
And then this is the, capital improvements.
Nope. we're
Oh,
good. This
games
one.
of chance. So this is, we're not prohibiting them, we're just, it's no casinos, however, bingo and, I mean, churches can do all kinds of games of chance or Keno or whatever they want to do. There was some really nice things that they showed how people could just say, yes, you can have all of your things to do your charitable events. You just can't open up a gambling hall.
Correct, that's correct.
And
I had plans. I had big plans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe not up on your road. I might. Actually, I'm gonna rent the hall down at
And then this is the capital improvement plan.
So does this? Never mind.
but that one doesn't require a ballot.
It
Which
does
makes
no sense at all, does it?
No.
And this
No.
is the one that's void if the other one doesn't pass.
And is
Correct.
that in here? So it's not.
No, but they're not finished with those, so I will have new language in a day or two, but we needed to get those in there.
Yep.
The GMO will have probably some change too.
And that looks like you've got delete.
Yeah, because that's all going to be on the
Yeah.
ballot on
Ta-da.
Tuesday.
Okay.
So what do we have this,
Okay.
timing of development?
It's
Did
all
that-
growth management ordinance.
Yeah, not our
Oh,
fault.
so that's gone, okay, gotcha.
Planning
So, the gravel, going back to the gravel and the paving, the 20,000 from the Sawyer Fund, what article is that?
We have to write the
missed one.
we have to write two articles
Separate.
separately
Okay,
for
I
the
had them as
Sawyer Fund.
13. No,
They're
13 is
going to
all
be
20.
added as warrant article, like 7 and 8 or 13. It's 13 from last year's.
So you're gonna
Just
do
wait till
I
later.
will add it.
gravel taxation,
done.
gravel soil.
Well,
When it-
Correct.
Paving
That
taxation,
sounds-
paving
Oh.
soil.
Correct.
Sorry, I didn't get your last.
And I
It's
will
okay.
call a trustees meeting.
Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 16, 17, 18. Gotcha.
That.
And those are each 20K.
No, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Okay, goes with that.
Well, I know what I mean when I scroll.
Well,
Two.
if you have questions, ask me and I'll try to help remind you. We'll try to sort it out.
This is just one place, two places?
No, there's
Okay,
one
so-
place on two papers.
Oh, Carl, you missed one.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
not sure, the 50,000 probably. All right, so on the budget paper, the warrant articles number changes from 245,368 to 242,368.
Oh, geez.
And that's from taxation. But the advantage
Two,
is,
four, two,
368.
3, 6, 8.
the nice part about that is if it goes in the capital reserve fund, it's invested,
Correct.
it's,
And it makes money.
It makes money.
and now you know why I asked for mentions. Because we're adding one more new fund.
So if you guys can just take a peek at the top, which is what the budget committee went over. There were a couple of increases, the biggest increase being the executive operating expenses.
For raises.
Correct.
Yes.
And the town clerk, tax collector being the biggest one.
Okay.
And there was additional staffing in there. It's also
Yes, correct. But I do, did we put him at 25?
Yes.
We put him at 25, so.
And there was no raises given last year.
Correct.
And we did, we should emphasize that.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else was pretty moderate. Any questions on that?
We recognized that there was going to be a bunch of warrant articles that were gonna be gobbling up, or requesting funds, I'll say it that way. So we didn't wanna try to put too much in the budget itself as increases. Trying to keep that, it's just a slight increase coming up, so that when you compare budget to budget to budget, it looks reasonable.
You don't
It's
wanna.
the
Yeah.
warrants that jump around that causes
Right,
issues.
but you
But
try to
those-
still try to keep them.
Because the warrant are the ones that basically address things that are more of an emergency nature or something that comes up,
Or preventable.
or preventable, right? And sometimes what you try to do is safely put the money away so that when you need it, it's there, instead of raising the budget and screwing everything up.
We don't want
You gave this back to me.
Because I want you to say,
Oh, you want me to bring it up?
yes.
Oh. I have an article for you guys.
A new one?
Talked about, yeah. Yeah, wow. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of blank for the purpose of having code enforcement officer work per diem to enforce our zoning ordinances, approximately how many hours per month. We talked about it. We're just,
Yeah, no, someone's gotta do it.
well, it's either that or we have to have a police department, one or the other. I mean, we can't, you know what I'm saying, we have to have somebody,
we need somebody to help do it.
because legally it gets very complicated.
We need to have
We're
somebody.
not, those will be full-time. Nobody wants to go to a house without an armed escort.
Correct. And if you have this in place, you can request probably somebody from the sheriff's department to work overtime.
Whenever you need one,
Right,
but we need somebody that can evaluate it.
right.
So, I mean, I brought it up, it's something that I was asked to do, and I was like, I'm not gonna do some of the stuff. I can do a lot of code enforcement,
No,
but I'm not
we
gonna do a
can't.
lot of that other stuff.
No, we cannot do it. So let me have it. I will put in, is it okay if I send another email to the NHMA regarding
Yes.
this?
Yes, ma'am,
I mean,
please.
does anybody have any thoughts about the price of it, just to help us to start with, if we're gonna do it?
Probably gonna need, what, 20 hours a month?
If that,
Well,
maybe we
I think
could do
it's
like the health
10 or
officer
20 hours a month.
Yeah, I
so,
think it's like a $5,000 cap on it.
you know, whatever.
We
That gives
have
them
for the
for the
Yeah,
health.
it
Yeah,
gives
5 or
them
10,000
$10
of it
off.
max.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying something, so you have an idea. Anything's better than nothing. at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
It's mostly to help, zoning board. I guess that's the bottom line.
But it officially establishes the position within the town to
Yes.
having a code enforcement person. I'll say.
Or a resource. So that makes, because when you get on the select board and
Yeah.
stuff, you don't have any training in doing stuff like that. So you're floundering until you find out all the rules and regulations and stuff, and then it's still a headache.
And we still need to get those updated.
Yeah, the zoning board has to list.
So we tried to get all of the appointments on the zoning board together to see who was up for what. There are actually 3 of them, I believe, that are due in 2026 for. This is not the way it's supposed to be, so with the board's permission, I would be happy to write to the zoning board and let them know that due to the fact that 4 of the 5
You just
are
stagger
up, we're going to reappoint everybody beginning this year, so we can stagger said appointments correctly.
3 years, 2
Um,
years, 1 year.
And then we can get everybody set up properly. So whoever wants to come in and reapply, that's great. They're due anyways, and
Or
then
they
we
can send us a list of how they wanna do it or whatever.
what we appoint.
What you, I'm saying, but.
Right,
they-
so
they-
one-
but They may wanna do something, they say, one person may wanna quit after a year, so you know that's gonna be.
Well, then they can apply for the one, so
Right.
it's set up for RSA so that you have a 1-year term, 2 2-year terms, and 2 3-year terms. Then they can figure out who wants to
Right,
run
that's
for
what I
what.
meant, they let them figure it out.
Is Brenda Williams on the zoning board?
Yes.
Make sure she does the 1 year, no more.
So, as far as
Not
I
our
know,
choice.
Adam is the only one
No,
that's,
it is your choice.
I
Yeah.
think, 2028.
Yeah, Adam
We need to
has,
make
I
it-
think Brenda's up this year.
Yes.
So then it's up to her to come in and just apply for the 1-year
But
term,
you- somebody
If
needs
she
to guide
wants
her.
to, if she wants to.
If she wants to.
If she-
Or she
Because she
could
had, she
become
has
an
resigned from the
alternative.
trustees.
Yeah, she could just come in and be an alternative,
Mhm.
an alternate, which might be best for her.
I don't know how many, I think they only have 2 alternates. Are there 2 alternates, Dave? Thank you.
Are we good?
you
Is everybody good? I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry, I wasn't here on time.
It's okay.
You're good.
Thank you very much.
We got
for
it,
all
Sharon.
of
Yeah, thanks.
I imagine that you want to call your next budget meeting like 2 weeks after the town vote. Yep.
Sooner the better.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.